With exclusive reporting on how the upcoming military parade will impact you. So Army tanks and trucks are on their way to D.C. for the 250th birthday celebration. The parade will roll through D.C. a week from Saturday, but tonight there are serious concerns on what damage the heavy equipment could leave behind. Thank you for staying up with us at 11 o'clock. I'm Lorenzo Hall.
And I'm Leslie Foster to help us get a better understanding of what kind of damage could happen and who will pay to fix it. WUSA 9 is on the ground at the U.S. Army base in Fort Cavazos, Texas, getting some answers. Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Flack has an exclusive look at the Army's plan to avoid problems on D.C. streets. But as he found out, some say it won't be enough.
The Army is bringing 28 of these massive M1 Abrams battle tanks from here in Fort Cavazos to Washington, D.C., part of a total of 150 military vehicles that will be on the streets of the district. And is that M1 Abrams battle tank one of the most important military vehicles the Army has?
It is. That is one of the most important, but also lethal weapon systems on the battlefield.
Only WUSA 9 was there as soldiers from 3 Armored Corps in Fort Cavazos, Texas, executed live round training while demonstrating the sheer size and power of their Abrams tanks and Bradley fighting vehicles.
These Bradley fighting vehicles over here are also going to be in Washington,
That's correct.
DC.
We're going to have 28 of these as well in the parade.
And they're lighter, but you're still going to use these track pads.
That's correct.
Here.
These 2.5-inch thick rubber track pads for the abrasive tracks on the vehicle are part of the Army's answer to critics like Gabe Klein, the former director of transportation in D.C. and Chicago, who says a caravan of military vehicles this big could leave behind as much as $10 million in damage to D.C. streets in a worst-case scenario.
Will there be damage left behind?
Yes. And the Army has admitted that there will be damage. That's one of the reasons we typically do not have tanks in parades or on city streets in the United States.
The Army has publicly promised minimal damage, although the estimated $45 million price tag is believed to include millions for potential repairs. The Army says it will also lay down metal plates throughout parts of the parade route and limit the vehicle's speed to just 3 miles an hour, as they have during other public appearances.
But to be clear, this is probably, as we know, the first time these tanks are going to be going a longer distance through a city street like Constitution Avenue.
Definitely a little bit longer. So I know the precautions that we have taken between the 1-inch steel pads at the turns, the track pads, the offset distance, that I think that's going to all mitigate any potential impacts.
The Army has pledged to reimburse the district if there are any widespread road repairs. The district would, of course, have to recoup that money from the federal government over time. Reporting from Fort Cavazos, Texas, Eric Flack, WUSA 9.
And Flack also learned the Army will not drive the military vehicles over the Memorial Bridge, a prospect that worried structural engineers. Now, Army